Hey, it's Brad, Mr. Brad. Sorry about how the last one ended. We stopped talking about the first three seasons of Dragon Ball Z, and we were getting into Garlic Jr., um, who they cut out of Dragon Ball Z Kai, which I didn't like that, but whatever. I don't run shit. But so we're into this is seasons 4 through 6, and that's yeah, Garlic Jr., the Android Saga, Cell, Imperfect Cell, and the Cell games. Which Cell games we'll get into that. The Garlic Jr. I really liked. I thought that I mean he is a good villain. It's so cool the way he could transform into this huge being and powerful when he's this short little dude. I mean, I loved it. I don't understand why they would cut that. I mean, he even had his own special movie about him. I mean, they brought Broly back. I don't know. Have they brought? I'm not big. Just to let you know, I haven't gotten into Dragon Ball Super yet. I've watched a little bit of it, but not a lot. But anyways, so Dragon Ball Season 4 starts out with Garlic Jr. and blah 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 because they skipped that shit. And anyways, Future Trunks shows up because Meta Frieza or Metal, I think it's Meta Frieza. Meta Frieza and King Cold, his father, show up, and then there's this unknown teenager, as he's called for the first whatever over the freaking highway, stupid trucks. And so he takes their ass out while everybody's watching Vegeta in his bad boy shirt or bad guy, whatever the hell, pink shirt, which is pretty funny. And then after that, they're wondering who this dude is, how he knows what, and then Goku arrives in the capsule. He went to the planet. Can't remember the planet's name, but whatever. And what I love about this is the fact that Vegeta, he's my favorite character. I got him, look, on my hand, tattooed on my hand. And just because of the pride and all that, and he's wondering how does this person, and this is before he knows that's his son from the future, is how could somebody be a Super Saiyan that's not me or Kakarot? And which is pretty cool. And I love the fact that he just wipes out King Cold and Frieza like they were nothing. And it's awesome, awesome, awesome scene. One of the best parts of the middle chapter of Dragon Ball Z. Um, so then he talks about the androids, and so here we go with the androids, and then gives them information about the androids, but I don't understand how he wouldn't tell them what they look like. And so when they show up and they actually find the androids, they find them, but they're just not the same androids. They're Android 19 and 20 different androids, and they're energy absorbent androids, which is a lesser efficient model, as Android 17 puts it, which is weird because he comes before the energy absorbers androids. So I don't understand how that works. How could the newer models be weaker than the older models? So I don't know. They might explain. I'm not an expert on this, so I don't know. But then it leads into Cell absorbing them all. Well, actually, let's talk about Vegeta. Vegeta turning Super Saiyan was bad fucking ass. He realized, let go, and just he turned Super Saiyan, and it was so fucking awesome. It was so badass, and kicking the shit out of who the hell was he fighting when he turned Super Saiyan? Oh yeah, Cell. He beat the shit out of Cell, and then when he Cell absorbed 17, and then he beat the shit out of him. That was awesome while they were in the time chamber, of course. But one fight that most people don't recognize is the fight against Piccolo and Android 17. When they fight together, that is one of the greatest fights in all of the whole show. I mean, that fight is amazing. The choreography, the whatever you call it, it's so great. I love it. And not many people talk about that fight scene or that fight episode because these are just so many of them. But I mean, it's so great. And then what's awesome is the fact that Tien, Yamcha, they all are sidelined for like after Dragon Ball ends, like they're basically sidelined to nobody characters. But here comes Tien to stop Imperfect Cell with his Tri Beam just to give them time, which was badass also. But then Vegeta, with that pride, he goes and he lets him absorb 18, and then comes into the Cell games, and then Cell games start, and after that, it's everybody's just in the time chamber, not in the time chamber. And then Goku, while in the time chamber with Gohan, realizes Gohan's the one that's gonna win. He's gonna beat him. He's the one who's the most powerful out of all of them. And it's just deep inside him. There's something in him. It's in his blood. It's whatever the hell. I'm not an expert, like I said. I just love this show. I would love to talk to somebody who is an expert on this because I love this show so much. That's why I'm talking about it. I'll talk about another show soon, Supernatural, which is a completely different type of show. We'll talk about that soon. But yeah, so then Cell games start. The Cell Junior thing I never understood. He just popped out little babies. I'm sure they explained why, but I just couldn't care because I thought it was very stupid. Little Cell Junior babies, he just squirted them out, and they fought each other. They were kicking everybody's ass, like they what? Kicking even Yamcha's ass. Tien and Krillin, who fucking on Namek got a lot of abilities unlocked by the Elder Namek. I don't understand that, but anyways, I had a lot of problems with that, the Cell games part, and other than that, though, I think it's better than the first three seasons, just because of Future Trunks and the androids. I love Android 17. He's one of my favorite characters. And I think we're gonna end this episode here, and then we'll talk about the Boo Saga, which is my favorite saga. I watched this when I was a kid. I watched this with my sister and my brothers and all that. And it was awesome to me. I loved it, and it's got a place in my heart because there's a lot of backstory that we'll get into. But yeah, it's got a special place in my heart. That whole series with Boo. And this is Mr. Brad. I'll see y'all next time. All right, peace.